Hey, hello everybody, and welcome back to episode, God, what are we on, 5 of Attempt 33 in Vintage Story Wilderness Survival Permadeath. I made us a list of tasks that we have to do today, a to-do list. It's reasonably extensive, but it's going to help us to organize our day and get a whole lot done. Yeah. Oh, you may see me fiddle around with right here. We have what I think is an inflamed lymph node right here. Yeah, it's just kind of really fucking throbbing, but it doesn't hurt super bad. It just, you might notice I get distracted by it once in a while. Anyway, let's get everything set up. I'm gonna open chat on my phone. Okay, there we go. So, first thing on the to-do list. Okay, so I don't really need to mine iron. What I need to do is fire the raw bricks that we have in here. So let's grab some dry grass and sticks, as well as peat. It's not exactly a full batch of bricks, but it's enough to let me make 2 bloomeries. And then with that iron, I should be able to make our metal windmill rotor. Okay, come back in 16 hours and that'll be done. Next item on the to-do list, make barrels of wine throughout the day. That could help us to maintain our fruit nutrition in the winter. It's a good idea. I don't have very much room for barrels in here, but I could... I can't really extend the dimensions of it. Maybe I'll make a separate wine cellar. Sounds good to me. All right. Maybe like right here. We're gonna need to make a bunch of barrels. And honestly, more size on that wouldn't hurt. Jesus. Okay. Good. All right, we can put more than enough wine in here. I'm gonna want 9 barrels. Okay, we got a wine cellar ready. Let's just put a door there. I got a spare door. For now, we'll just leave it in here. Alright, so we need to start gathering berries throughout the day and make some wine. Next item on the agenda, find fire clay and more black coal. Okay, fair enough. I only have 2 servings of food, but that's enough to start looking. I might want to make a raft at this point, so I can sail around the coastline instead of having to swim. Good morning, Nameless King. How are you doing today, brother, huh? Oh. Let's make more rammed earth. We need more at this point. Okay. So, oak wood. Rope. Now we need an oar. Okay. All of these reed chests are currently in use. So I can't really use one for the raft, but that's okay. Baldur's Gate 3. I heard good things about it. Hell, I heard great things about it. All right, let's go. We gotta find more bituminous coal. And hopefully, a lot more fire clay underneath it. Is that borax or quartz? Probably quartz. Let's get a reading over here with the pro pick. Well, there is bituminous coal here, apparently. Let's make a little elevator here. And let's get looking. Wasn't Baldur's 3 the game that won, like, Game of the Year or something? 15 blocks away down into the southwest. And I just so happened to stumble upon some sulfur on the way down here. Nice, that's one of our jobs, is getting sulfur. Nine blocks away down into the southwest. Five blocks away to the south. Well, we have fire clay. Nice. I'm gonna have to come back here with structural support beams for mining in order to get a lot of this black coal. We're gonna have to harvest the entire ceiling, but this is a good amount of fire clay, it seems. Let's lean on it. Take the win. All right. It's a respectable vein. I better make sure I have my sword equipped. At least our temporal stability is not actively decreasing while we're down here. Okay. I'm gonna have to get my... Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have it. I was worried I didn't have my chest on my back, but I couldn't get it out because I had the lantern in my offhand. You need both hands free in order to do it. Okay, that should do. We got more room now. And just for my sanity, I think I'm putting down a couple torches in here. Yeah. It's fucking dark. Who's this young guy? Who's this baby-faced chap? Welcome, Snap. How are you today, brother? Tell me, you had that black screen thing happen ever since you made that change to your NVIDIA sounds? Or are you A-okay? I have a lump on my throat of unknown origin. It's kind of like behind my chin, so it could just be like an inflamed lymph node, but it's really good motivation to quit smoking today. Yeah, once I get lumps in the throat, I'm out. Company policy. Making it, eh? Well, same here, buddy. One foot in front of the other. Swear to God, if I get cancer because I had a brief smoking phase to cope with life stress, I'll be so pissed. I'm like trying to quit and then I get cancer. It's like, you should have quit sooner. All right. Well, all things considered, we got nearly 5 stacks of fire clay. There's still more black coal here, and I will come gather it later. I'm gonna have to mark this, because it's a really great place to be, honestly. There's a lot of different things in this mine shaft. Alright, coal, sulfur, sphalerite. Oh, and there's actually quartz here too. Yeah, I need to mark the quartz. While I have some inventory space, maybe I ought to just grab some of the sulfur while I'm here. It's on my to-do list agenda anyway. We'll be able to make improved honey sulfur bandages with these. The honey sulfur bandages restore 4 HP per use instead of 2. Oh, wow. Alright. I might be able to wash all that shit over here. Yeah, it's crude, but it works. I'm gonna tunnel my way over there. It is nice to finally be getting some mileage out of this iron pickaxe. It's much faster than the bronze. I didn't really take the risk of trying to temper the pickaxe. I probably should have. I could have 10% faster mining speed right now, but that's okay. Functionally, the tool's still there, right? So what do you think? Are we building our windmill out of chert? I wonder what a chert cobblestone windmill would look like. It'd be like red, right? Like a bright red. It'd be jarring. I've never really used that before, but maybe we'll try it out this time around. Okay, we got the sulfur. So I'm gonna remove the sulfur from here. If I wanted to, I could try to get some sphalerite while we're here as well. Some more zinc. Right now I have enough zinc for 20 brass ingots, provided I get the copper to go with it. Sphalerite is 7 blocks away, allegedly to the south. Yeah, you can only make brass torch holders. You can't make another kind. Not in vanilla. Four blocks away. Five blocks away. Odd. Is it below me, by chance? Yep. Okay. There it is. Not very much of it, mind you. Holy shit, I just came down on top of that coal. Oh, let's heal up. Life happens fast. So get State Farm insurance so they can deny your claim when you truly need it. America. Let's get the hell out of here. I think I'm just gonna remove sphalerite from the marking. Yeah, let's go. We did good here, though. We did really good here. Mighty fine. We did mighty fine. Let's go home. It black screened again when you clicked update in the Microsoft store, eh? Shit. Well, keep an eye on your NVIDIA graphics card drivers in the NVIDIA app. Because for me, the problem where I kept getting the black screen was a glitch with the graphics driver. And then, like, I looked it up like a month later, and a bunch of people were like, yeah, we're having the same like, you know, black screens. Okay, here we are. Wonderful acquisition of fire clay. We found it very quickly. That was nice. Let's just make a whole bunch of bricks, I suppose. Yeah. Boom. 2 stacks of bricks. We'll get those fired up soon. I have 59 left over if I'd like to make an oven for making pie, which is a possibility. I'm gonna grind up some sulfur after. I'm definitely beginning to feel the storage constraints, though. 100% I am. All right. Well, let's get this ground up. Maybe I can do it a little bit later. Let's smash this sphalerite. Okay, now we've banged out a bunch of objectives on here. We got sulfur, we got fire clay and black coal. We need to go back for the black coal, but we got the fire clay. We made a wine cellar. I'm already firing these fire clay bricks, so I'll be able to make everything I need for the large windmill rotor. I need 280 copper bits. I currently have 101. So I need to get my hands on 179 copper bits. Okay. Old hardware using DDR4 memory with newer 50 series cards. Okay. Okay, so it could just be, you're saying it could be a problem with the new hardware being relatively incompatible with various old hardware. I take it for granted having like a stable PC situation. I remember how fucked it is to try and troubleshoot something in a machine so complex as a computer. You never really know what the hell's going on. All right. While we wait out the night, we're just gonna grind up some of the sulfur. Delete all GPU drivers, eh? Okay. Yeah, the new 50 series cards, they do seem to have problems. Like they design. Well, I'm noticing that there's been more glitches involving drivers ever since the 50 series cards came out. I think that'll do for now. I have to make a fruit press, so let's grab one of these, put it down, one of those, warm it up. Making another pot of meat stew. And at the same time as that, let's process this fat. Okay, it should be ready to work now. I need one of these tin bronze rods. There we go. Now we can make a fruit press. Start trying to build like a berry farm or something for wine every year. Two resin, one fat, hammer, chisel, rod, and planks. There we go, we have a fruit press now. I'll make a new bucket. We'll leave that one at the fruit press. Okay. The newest NVIDIA driver, it seems good so far, eh? Well, right on, buddy. Right on. The monitor would go black for a split second whenever you dragged your Chrome tab to the left monitor. Yeah, hopefully it is fixed, buddy. Let me know. Keep me updated. What is this game? Hello, Z. It is basically adult Minecraft. It is. It's Minecraft with a much higher skills ceiling. There's a lot more complex mechanics that you have to learn, and it's extremely difficult. Yeah. It's a gem. Favorite game of all time. Well, I have a lot of chert. I could use that for something like chert cobblestone. I don't know how I feel about making a chert cobblestone windmill necessarily. Let me take a look here. I have a little text document with good block combinations that I like. The chert walls do seem to look really nice. Yeah, that looks fucking regal, buddy. Question is, would it look good as a workshop? It has to contrast well with oak, because a lot of my workshop stuff is going to be oak. So let's make like 1 so we can just look at it, right? And then put that here. We're doing a really good job of just keeping ourselves fed on meat stew, but the byproduct of that is we kind of tend to neglect the other nutrition types, right? I wonder if I could still juice these and get anything out of them with how spoiled they are. Yeah, that pretty much refreshed the shelf life of those. So we have 8 liters of cranberry juice. We're gonna want to seal it as soon as possible. And we can let this cranberry mash spoil. I'm gonna want to start collecting berry bushes throughout. Now, I might want to condense all of these into fences. It'll help me to save space. And we can use those fences for various terraforming jobs around the house. Now, the chert cobblestone. Let's imagine I have just, you know, that color scheme. I mean, it looks kind of nice. The darker colors, they kind of complement each other. Let's make an axle. Hammer, chisel, wood, and fat. Honestly, it does kind of look good. All right, maybe I'll make our windmill out of chert this time around. Have a red house. Well, red windmill. The house will be cream bricks. Okay, well, let's check on things. These bricks are done, so I can finally start smithing the windmill products that we're gonna need. And we can actually fire a lot more bricks right now. Hello, Claire. Good morning. I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. Yeah, how are you doing? Hello, Zelfer. Welcome back. Welcome back. Good to see you. How are you today? I'm doing okay. I have a strange lump on my throat, and part of me's like, okay, swollen lymph node. The other part of me's like, get your affairs in order. You're dying of cancer, buddy. But I have no more cigarettes, and I'm sure as hell motivated not to buy any more now. So it's quitting time. Nothing like a potential cancer scare to kind of snap you back into place, right? If only it didn't take a cancer scare to get me to that point, but better late than never. I have some tips and tricks where I might be able to beat cancer, but that doesn't mean I want to go up against it. Worst case scenario, I do keto and fasting and carnivore and all that, and I make myself suffer. I do cold showers and exercise every day, and I still die. The flip side of that, though, is that the best case scenario is that I actually beat it, and then it's like, that's my legacy, right? That'd be kind of worth it. But still, better to not have cancer at all. Interesting YouTube pull. You've only heard of the game? Well, now's your good chance to see it. Yeah, a lot goes into Vintage Story. I'll tell you what, if you'll stick around for a minute, I'll smith a tool and show you the smithing mechanic. Would you like that? Hunter. You were so productive today. You woke up around 9 a.m. and went to call all your specialized physicians and made appointments. You don't like going to them, but you need to, so you are proud. I'm proud of you too. Here's to not procrastinating. Yeah, and I heard some cases, Claire, of some people, they get an inflamed lymph node, but what can happen is the lymph node can actually become dysfunctional. So if you get a cold and beat it, then your lymph node might stay swollen for a month or two after, right? It could just be that. All right, right on, Hunter. So the smithing mechanic. There's a lot that goes into just mining. Like, you have to use this crucible right here, put it in the campfire. You need coal or charcoal to superheat ores and melt them down into a workable form. And then I made this ingot by pouring molten metal from the crucible into one of these ingot molds, okay? But in order to pick up the crucible when it's hot, you need a pair of tongs right there. So now that I have this ingot, I'm gonna put it in the forge. I'm gonna grab a piece of charcoal, put it in there, and light it. The forge is gonna bring it up to a workable temperature where I'll be able to move the metal around, right? This bellows can help it to heat up faster. It can even raise the heat ceiling on the ingot, making it exceed the maximum temperature, making it more workable. So in order to work that metal, I am going to need tongs and a hammer. But the tongs have to be in my offhand. Let's eat. We're gonna get hungry while I'm doing this. In fact, that cooking pot of meat stew is now empty. Let's grab another. Okay, so what am I making? You know what? I need tin bronze splitter plugs, so I'm gonna make a bunch of tin bronze splitter plugs and a rubble hammer. That sounds like a perfect idea. So let's add more bronze to the forge. Yeah, heat it up. You have an interest for small creators. Damn straight. He's interesting. I'm just one of those people, Claire. I'm just one of those people. Like, oh, a lump. I guess I have to be prepared to die. You had a lump behind your back for months after your flu, and it only took a cortisone cream for it to chill out? True. Oh, under your ear, not behind your back. Bro, that's... How do you mix that up? I had a lump behind my back. Oh, sorry, under my ear. That's crazy. That's mythical. That's like a mythical grammatical pull right there. All right, tin bronze splitter plug. Yeah, so you actually have to move the voxels around and create the shape of the object. I can rotate this ingot. I can switch between modes. I can move voxels around to create a new shape, right? These ones, this particular thing I'm making right now, I don't really have to remove. I don't have to move the voxels. I just have to remove them. But this one that I'm gonna make, the rubble hammer that I need, yeah, I actually have to move a bunch of the molten metal and create the shape of the rubble hammer. So I'm gonna move all these over and then move all of these voxels up there where they need to be. Gonna heat up the ingots. Tell me this isn't the coolest smithing system that you've ever seen, Hunter. Tell me this doesn't look fun. And then the best part is, look at this. Oh yeah. Fucking cool that shit down. Mm-hmm. Yeah, these are mod items right here. Let's see here. I need to add that ingot and then heat them up. But we're running out of fuel. I'm gonna want to be really quick about these next splitter plugs here. Gotta get them done. I hope they can hold on to their temperature for a while, because we're about to run out of coal. All right. I need to make 3 more splitter plugs. And there's a whole bunch of different tools that you can make, and this is only the blacksmithing. There's clay forming, there's all sorts of different cooking mechanics, and the game is early access, so everything that there is, there's gonna be a lot more later. It's kind of like a very advanced form of Minecraft for people who want more of a challenge and a harder, steeper learning curve. Adult Minecraft, if you will. The autocorrect is sometimes insane. Oh, I get you. I get you. Yeah, this game is highly moddable, extremely moddable. So anything you don't like about the gameplay loop, you can typically tweak to your preference. Let's cool these off. I might actually need more splitter plugs than that. Yeah, like another 4, but that's okay. I can craft them quickly, very quickly. Let's go start firing. I need the scythe. I need the scythe so I can get more dry grass and fire these clay bricks. All right, there we go. We have enough. Let's get over there and let's get all this set up. Holy shit. I need a little bit more dry grass. All right, let's get these lit and we'll have a whole bunch of fire clay bricks available for use soon. The flask was almost ready. I'm not sure you're using the right word. Oh, the flax. The flax was almost ready. Yes, my German sister. My German sister in Christ, yes. But this time we'll harvest our flax. We'll get it. Yeah, we'll totally get it. In fact, that reminds me, I should probably water the flax now. Hell yeah. All right. All of those are on their way. Let's equip our tools again. The bees are producing well. It looks like 2 of the skeps are harvestable. The goats are good. They're growing up. Let's water these crops. In fact, a lot of them are harvestable now. We have some mature turnips and stuff. I might want to empty my inventory first, though. Nice name. The name rings a bell, but in a very obscure way. Like, I think I've seen it in passing once or twice, but I don't really, I don't recognize the guy. Don't worry, Claire. Presumably, because you're German, that just means that you know 2 languages. And that's always going to be more impressive than the 1 language that I know, right? Yeah, Susanna's, I used to laugh at her sometimes, like lighthearted laughing, not like mocking. She used to have these things called Zuzisms, right? So instead of saying the word catastrophe, because English wasn't her first language, she said catastrophe, right? Like little things like that. But in the end, she still knows 2 languages, and that's impressive as hell, right? All right, let's put the splitter plugs there. You know 5 fluently and 2 shopping-wise? Right on. Right on. Oh my god, and you deactivated autocorrect. I know so many people who complain every day about autocorrect and they never shut it off. You know what I mean? One of the turnips is, well, a few of them are not yet grown. Let's just water the crops first and we'll worry about harvesting later. Fuck, I have to eat. Yo, my brain's mushier. My brain's the mushiest. I can't get too close to that portal. I'm worried it might actually fuck up my ability to water the plants. We'll see. Oh my god. I literally almost entered the fucking rust dimension. That's extremely sus. Okay. The crops are watered though. Jesus, that's in a bad spot. Hey, a cranberry bush. Yo, let's go find some berries, dude. And I'm gonna get a whole bunch of trimmings of berry bushes so we can have a fruit farm every year. Yeah, I made a wine cellar, guys, so we're gonna make a shitload of wine. And when it's winter time and I need to increase my fruit nutrition, we're just gonna get sloshed, right? Like, just drink a fuck ton of wine, get super drunk, max out our fruit nutrition in style. I don't like this, dude. I keep on approaching that fucking portal because I have to in order to water my crops, like... That is extremely sus. But I think I'm done watering the crops, thankfully. Let's close the gates. We'll be able to harvest the turnip soon. We have another harvestable skep, and a couple of them are probably just about to be harvestable. Yeah, Hunter 5-star. That, I saw a video recently titled Vintage Story, the most geographically... What was it? The most geologically accurate game. It is crazy accurate with its, like, sedimentary layers and igneous layers and all this fucked up shit. It's very, yeah. It taught me a hell of a lot more about stones than I ever wanted to know. Which is kind of cool, really. Like, video games, why can't they be educational, right? Okay, let's strap our chest to our back. We're going on a little field trip. I have plenty of food, so we don't need to worry about going hungry in transit. Let's grab up these cranberries over here. And I'm gonna want to get a trimming of like every single plant. Yes. And we'll hunt on the way. Why are you running? Wait. Wait, you fucking piece of shit! Don't you run from me. Oh, man. I think he's getting away, chat. I'm pretty sure he got away. I can't swim faster than a fucking boar. What the hell are my leggies good for? Fucking ridiculous. I think today I'm gonna start by going this way around the lake, and we'll seek out a whole bunch of berry bushes. I destroyed like 5 cranberry bushes near our base. I regret it, but you know what? There seems to be a lot more right here, so let's just get a whole bunch of cuttings. You can take 1 cutting from a bush every 12 months, apparently. Okay. We have a whole bunch of cuttings already. Oh, this one's not getting away. Got it. And I saw a cranberry bush back there. Well, he has 4 leggies. That's not fair. Mine are bigger. I have 2 bigger leggies. All right, let's deposit all that. And then deposit those. Put this back on my back. Okay, well, we already have a decent amount of cranberry plants. That's good. Over here. Hell yeah. The question is, where do we put our little cranberry plant farm, eh? Maybe over here with this plant. Sounds good to me. Let's go deposit so that I have room to take out the other cuttings. I'll leave them right here. And I can make more cranberry juice. Yo, Claire, check this out. It's a fruit press. Look at how satisfying this is. Oh, yeah. And it's filling the bucket underneath. I don't know how a pig could possibly doggy paddle faster than a human, but here we are. The prophecy is true, my brother. Okay, we have 15 liters of cranberry juice. We can put up to 50 liters in there. Yeah, 50 liters, and then we can seal the barrel to make some wine. I can make another cooking pot of meat stew now, which we will begin before we leave. Okay. Let's go set up those bushes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right. Hell yeah. We now have, yeah, these are gonna grow over time. Grows in about 33 days, 34 days, 25 days. They have different grow times. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Yeah. I wonder if they grow faster if you plant them further apart. Do I get it back if... Yeah, you can get the cutting back. Hang on. Yeah, 20 days. 20 days. All right, we're good. We're good. Let's set up our tool belt again. Grab our chest. And we've made a good start. Let's just continue. Yeah, continue seeking out more berry. Oh. Okay, I actually need to pass over the leather. In like literally 1/10 of a day. I need to have a 2-hour nap. It is about to be nighttime though. Okay. 24 leather, 48 leather, 72 leather. After 4 days, we'll have 72 leather. Okay. Damn straight, it's a juicer. It is the in-game music. Yes, it is, Hunter. The soundtrack for this game is amazing. It really, yeah, Claire's right. It has amazing fucking music. Enjoy, buddy. What now? Now I need oak wood. 15 of it. followed by 60 powdered borax. We're pretty well ahead of schedule for like every available metric. We're killing it, buddy. Let's go prepare all of the liquids for the next batch of leather. I like how little insects like fly around bodies of water like that. I put that body of water there. It wasn't there originally. All right, there's our diluted borax. That's weak tannin. Diluted borax, weak tannin. And finally, the last batches as well. Okay, in 4.5 days, we're gonna have a shitload of leather. Are these ready? It looks like all the turnips are grown. Let's harvest. Our first vegetables have been yielded. Good, very good. We have some onions planted here, but those are growing slower. All right, we have 262 turnips. More hives ready for harvest soon. Yeah, the final progression is steel. I've made it before. I know how to do it. Yeah, we're in that phase where we're kind of like preparing to build our actual house, and this starter house is gonna fall out of fashion quickly. Turnip seeds. I don't really have anything else I could plant to replace the turnip slots. So, all right. I'm gonna need another one of these vessels in here soon. For now, the turnips can fit in there. 84 days of freshness. We have our chest strapped to our back. I'm gonna want to sleep the night away, but... Okay, our fire clay bricks are not yet done. Let's harvest the bees. I'll grab some cattails, some clay. We're gonna have to kill this guy, otherwise he won't leave us alone. Okay. Okay, we harvested a lot of them. Let's replace them. I harvested 6, which means I need 6 replacement skeps. I'll do 3 at a time. Oh, buddy. The bees attacked the fucking monster. Hey, I got a temporal gear. Nice. All right, we need 3 more skeps. Ha! I fucking sat down and dodged his... Fuck! Oh my god. I need to place 1 more fucking skep. 1 more. Let's take shelter in the trader's compound while I craft this final skep. Jesus. Wow. That's what you get. Oh my god. Okay, there, I replaced all the skeps. Holy fuck! Taking fire. Okay, let's squeeze out these honeycombs. Actually, I could do it faster now that I have the press. What? Oh, god damn it. I guess I don't have enough. I would need to fill it more. Yeah, I can't reach it. Fuck, I'm gonna need more honey in order to squeeze it out. Alright, fine. We'll wait. It's not like it spoils or anything. Let's replace our torches before they burn out. I'm gonna want to go find some copper soon because we need to make brass torch holders. It's gonna simplify our base quite a bit. I won't need to carry torches on me anymore. Let's sleep the night away, and we'll depart first thing in the morning when there's daylight. What are those weird monsters called? They're called drifters, and there's several different types of drifters. The large ones with the spiky spines, they're called bowtorns, and they shoot arrows over long distances. The ones that look like goblins are just regular drifters. And then there's shivers as well, which are, they're like 4-legged creatures that sprint at you and scream and have seizures and everything. They're pretty wild. All of our fire clay bricks are now done. We are under siege. Give no quarter. All right, we got them all. 2 full stacks of fire clay bricks. I would need mortar in order to make fire clay bricks. We can make mortar later. For now, I have to craft 2 bloomeries. It's 12 each. Move the dummy over here. Okay. We have enough iron, I'm happy to say. Magnetite nuggets. Yeah, I have to, with these, I'll be able to make 12 copper ingots, or iron ingots, sorry, and with those 12 iron ingots, I'll be able to make our metal windmill rotor. Now, I think I'm gonna go try and get some copper, but on the way, while I try to find some copper, I'll try to find more berry bushes, and we'll try to take more home. And I'm gonna want to harvest my bees pretty much as soon as they're available for harvest, so that I can finish squeezing out that batch of honey. But I need to fill the bucket more or else it won't reach. Let's try throwing this in there and seeing if it works. Come on, you can reach. Reach! Okay, we got it. Nice. It made contact. Oh, yeah. Squeeze her. All right. Here we go. We got 21 beeswax and we have 4.2 liters of honey. Can I like pour it? Yeah. There we go. 6 liters of honey. And a shitload of beeswax. I don't really have enough cattails to replace the skep, so we're gonna have to wait to replace it until later. Let's go put this bucket back where it belongs by the juicer, and then we'll set out in search of copper. Oh, that leather. It's coming. It's coming. Oh, cranberry bush. Nice. Oh, fuck yes. I see more. We have a shitload of cranberries around, dude. And that's great because I think cranberries have the longest shelf life of all the berry types. I got 5 cranberry bushes already. Oh my god, there's more. What is this? Some of them have negative debuffs though. Holy shit. No way. I already have 12 cuttings. Anyway, let's get a couple of prospector's pick readings and try to find copper. Bismuth quartz. Don't really care about those. Bismuth quartz and gold. Bismuth and quartz. And let's continue to keep an eye out for these cranberry bushes, dude. I want to have a massive cranberry farm to make it easier to produce wine every year, you know? Oh, hell yeah. I haven't made wine in so many playthroughs, dude, because I would usually rely on mass producing honey so I could maintain my fruit nutrition during winter. But making wine is just gonna keep it a little funner, right? Like we'll just have days in winter where we don't want to leave the house because it's cold as fuck. So we just get sloshed on like 30 liters of wine and try to get our fruit nutrition up. Oh, that's funny shit, dude. That's a funny mechanic. You just get hammered, absolutely shittered. God, I can't believe it, but we have like 23 cranberry plants. This is awesome, dude. But let's get a reading for potential copper here. Well, no copper. We'll find it. Win or lose with the copper, buddy, we are cooking with gas regarding cranberry plants. Oh yeah, there's more. Oh, that's a great plant. That's like an A tier plant right there. I'll deposit all the plants in the basket. Bismuth, chromite, ilmenite, and sphalerite. I already have an ilmenite vein. How fast is the in-game year? In other words, how much suffering is winter? The suffering of winter boils down mostly to your preparedness for it. I really struggled with my first few winters, but once you develop the proper farming etiquette and you like start early enough, you know, you make sure you have everything squared away in a reasonable time, then you can stock up for winter pretty easily. Animals have a mechanic where they actually get thinner in winter. So you're gonna get less meat, less fat, less hides. It makes it harder to like survive purely on animal subsistence, you know? But with that said, you're able to seal crock pots of meat stew that can last months in storage. And that really helps out to maintain your nutrition during the winter. It really all comes down to actively engaged preparedness for the season. Yeah. We're gonna have to go home soon. I mean, I have so many cuttings of cranberry bushes. Jesus, I'm running out of space. But that's a sign of good looting. Okay. I think I gotta go. Wait, there's one more over here. Awesome. Man, how many cranberry plants do we have? I have like 43. That's insane. All right, let's grab this and let's go home. We did not find copper. We'll find it eventually. There's cassiterite down there, apparently. I'll leave that cassiterite marker. Yeah. I have officially reappeared in your algorithm to fall asleep too. Right on, buddy. Right on, Gage. Wonderful. I wish I could see my view counter right now. I have no idea how we're doing. Yeah. Every now and then there's like a glitch with this program that I'm using where it just won't show me. All right. Oh my god, I need to get more cuttings. All right. Okay, there's my knife. Let's eat. Jesus, okay. Can I even take these? All right, I was able to put some in there. I got my knife back. Bro, we have a ton of cranberry plants. I need to pick up that chest and get the hell out of Dodge. We gotta go home. Okay. Thank you, OSnap. I appreciate that, buddy. 13 on YouTube. Hey, that's not too bad. It's not too bad. Yeah, the time zone switch kills me, buddy. I used to live in Canada, North American time zone. Business was good. Moving to Europe was confusing for the channel. A lot of my homies, you know, they struggle to be present by no fault of their own. It feels really shitty. Okay, let's start putting these plants down. Put that down. Oh my god. We have so many cranberry plants. I have 27 in this one stack. Oh my god, dude. I underestimated how quickly I'd be able to cobble together a whole bunch of these plants. I will be the cranberry king. Oh, buddy. That's literally like a farm of cranberry bushes. All right. Grab that, strap it to our back. Let's go juice these cranberries that we got. I don't think I can juice all of them yet, but we can get started on it. Okay, we're halfway to a full barrel of cranberry wine. Halfway. That was weird. All right. Yeah, I can't squeeze the juice out of that. We'll have to wait. But that's fine. More cranberries seem to be everywhere. I'm gonna have to make more of these tin bronze splitter plugs so we can collect a whole bunch of chert cobblestone really quickly. Yeah, I think I'm making a red windmill, which seems really weird. Like, I'd prefer to make it out of limestone, but we haven't found any. And I've made my windmill out of granite already before, so I feel like I need to try something new with it. All right, let's keep looking for copper. We made some progress here. I wonder when my cattail farm is going to be done growing. We should take a look at that, actually. Oh, the crops need watering again. 45 hours, so 2 days, and I'll be able to collect 204 cattails at my base. Let's water the crops, and then we'll set out in search of additional copper. Oh, I know, Hunter, but like 6 p.m. is when I have to start winding down because my wife works at like 10 in the morning, right? We gotta go to bed early-ish, usually asleep by 11. Yeah, it is what it is, buddy. It is what it is. I moved to Czech Republic to make my wife happy. You know how it is. I'm making the best of it, but I had to definitely take like a career sacrifice hit. I'm gonna have to hope that over time I build up a predominantly European audience and, you know, more people tune in for those earlier hours. So far, there have been a few people who live in Europe and they take advantage of the time zone change and whatnot, but all right, we're down to 60% growth speed on these crops. Gotta keep the wife happy, yeah. Easier said than done, but she's with her family now, so she has like a stronger support structure at all times, and it's been good for her psychology to have that anchoring, you know? Watered all the crops, boosted their growth for a while. Let's continue to head out in search of copper. This time we're gonna go to the south because we went to the west last time. The sooner I find that copper, the sooner I can make some torch holders. We have a lot of zinc. We have enough zinc to make 20 brass ingots, which is 10 torch holders. Before I just got the start of the stream because it was too... Yeah, Claire, you were on the winning side of that. Right on. I kind of want to test out these iron spears. But maybe I don't need to go killing Bambi right now. Native copper. There we go. So let's try to find that. "17 blocks away down to the southwest." All right. Shit. I know better. I just caused a fucking cave-in. I took the chance. I rolled the dice. Look at the health I lost. Fucking 6 HP. Well, more than that. No, yeah, 6 HP. Oh, come on. You're not cancer. You're just a swollen lymph node. You are not a death sentence for a casual bad habit at all. All right, let's south. 1 meter distance. No ores found. Let's go 2. Native copper 11 blocks away to the west, apparently. Let's stop the water from flowing in here. You know what I'm gonna do with my windmill? I'm gonna make it out of chert, so it's gonna be red, but I'm also gonna have, I'm also gonna put like some vines on it. Try to give it the illusion of like overgrowth. I think that might look nice. Native copper is 1 block away. The mining speed underwater is crazy good, eh? All right, we found some poor quality copper, but copper is copper. Let's grab up all of it and we can make our brass torch holders. It doesn't look like very much copper, mind you. Ridiculously tiny vein, unless I can find more. Oh shit, there's more in the ceiling. Well, that ain't good. I keep on forgetting to make my mining beams, which really sucks, honestly. All right, let's try to cover myself here as far as like cave-ins go. Okay, now break that, and that, and that. And now I'm at least on level with that stuff. Nice. There's actually a big additional chunk of copper vein here. Well, holy shit. All right, I think I'm gonna head out of here now. We got some copper. Not as much as I would have liked, but let's eat. Maybe I can spend the rest of our trip here trying to gather some more cranberry plants. I see some. The collapsing mechanic, I turn off soil collapse. Normally soil collapse is a thing, but it gets so tedious. Sometimes you'll even see a rabbit running across the land and then it'll cause a massive cave-in that terraforms the landscape. So I turn off soil instability. But yeah, I happily keep the when you're mining deep underground, the stone collapse. It's deadly if you don't account for it, so. Really awesome mechanic. All right, we got 6 cranberry plant cuttings. I'm hoping to find more actual cranberries too, so we can continue making the wine. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna have to have my chest on the ground for this one because there's a shitload of plants here. Right on. I don't think I'm going to be collecting raspberries, because cranberry bushes seem like the most prevalently available type. Oh, beautiful. Okay. I'll be able to seal the barrel on my first batch of cranberry wine very soon. And you gotta wonder, are we gonna have a chance to harvest our cranberry plants before the season's out? Maybe I should have started gathering them sooner, but I felt like with everything we had to get done, we needed to delay frivolities such as this, right? We had to get the farm going, the bees, the animals, we had to get our metallurgy up and running. I'm honestly kind of blown away by how many cranberry bushes we're able to get in such a short time frame. Okay. Although maybe that's just this seed, right? Maybe in a different seed we'd have more currant bushes and less cranberry bushes or something. Maybe the berries aren't always this common. I'm gonna head this way to get back home. And I'll keep my eyes open for any potential additional cranberry plants. Native copper is down there somewhere. Maybe I should go straight down and look for it, eh? I forgot water, but there's water around. Okay, let's go then. We'll try to find some more copper. Native copper is 24 blocks down from here, apparently. We are pretty deep right now. Hopefully we come down right on top of it. 5 blocks away. Presumably 5 blocks down. Six blocks away to the east. I gotta remember to make those structural supports for the roof for mining. One of these days I'll fucking die for thought of my lack of them, right? 4 blocks away, but down. That's actually good. That means I could potentially come down on top of the vein. Yeah, right there. Rich copper as well. Wow. Okay, that's fortunate. We got rich copper nuggets. The copper might stretch on over there. Let's grab these nuggets right here. Okay. I am glad we decided to stop here on the way home, man. This is great. These are rich copper chunks too, so we're gonna get a fuck ton out of this. I'll be able to make those 20 brass ingots with the zinc that we have. And then we can make torch holders for the walls. I still need to make a lantern. I don't have a lantern to use as a light source yet. Native copper, 5 blocks away, apparently down. Huh. Oh, there we go. This is poor quality copper, though. Still, it might be worth grabbing. We've crushed out our fucking task list today, dude. I made a to-do list right here, and we honestly accomplished so much. We got this done. I still need to craft a large windmill rotor, but we got the rest of it done. We are making barrels of wine. We found fire clay and black coal. We've mined sulfur for bandages. We already got the copper. Crafting a beehive kiln and making our first cream bricks is going to be like my big task for the day. That's going to take more fire clay, and I'm going to have to produce mortar as well. And unfortunately, mortar might require actual slaked lime. I need quick lime, which requires lime, which requires... Can't I use another stone type? Oh, yeah, probably chalk. Hang on, let's eat. I'm getting distracted by the hunger noises. Well, we will need to make quick lime, which is, well, we can't use borax for that, unfortunately. But what I can do is I can visit various locations where we've established mines, and I can do stone readings down at the bottom. As long as we're in a sedimentary rock biome, then I'll have a chance of finding marble down there or chalk. Damn straight, it's my lucky day. I feel okay considering the fact that I'm quitting cigarettes cold turkey. I feel I can sustain this. I'm so worried about my throat that it's not even like a question, right? It's not even like, there's not even a temptation to get another pack. Like I just want to be okay for Zuzi. All right, let's go. Very nice. We were very deep underground. I may want to be armed. Okay, let's go home. And let's watch out for pitfalls on our path. We don't want to die because we fell into a really deep hole by accident, you know what I mean? Oh, hell yeah. We're gonna have a massive fucking cranberry farm. Look at all that blue clay just sitting here, man. We're gonna have the easiest time. If I can find mortar, we're gonna have the easiest time building our house with the cream bricks. All right, let's keep laying these out. And then we'll make our brass torch holders. Let's go inside for now. I don't want to have to do this in the dark while I'm getting pelted with arrows. All right. Put that chest down. I will need a better storage solution soon. For now, let's make a whole bunch of chert cobblestone. That's something I can do. Huh. God damn. Okay, we have 4 stacks of chert cobblestone. I'll convert this andesite into more fences. We have a lot of copper. Let's smash open the poor chunks first. So, I need 280 copper bits in total. Got it. And with that, 120 zinc. I do have more zinc right now. You know what? Let's just fucking smash this all open. Yeah. Okay. So let's get out that alloy calculator. Brass. Yeah, for 20 ingots, this is what we need, but then I need to find out how much extra I can make. So I have 43 additional zinc, which means 7 more ingots. Okay, fair enough. So 280 plus 98 is 88, 378 copper bits, and 143 zinc. $142, right? $120 plus 42, so it would actually be 162, I think. Oh, right, I left that here. Okay. Oh, wow. fucking guy drops in like Batman. All right. All right. Okay, we need 12.2 more liters of cranberry juice, and then our first barrel of wine will be done. So let's take a look here. 378 copper bits. And 162 zinc. 2,700 units of brass. I don't really need 2,700 units because I would have an odd number. I'm gonna have to reduce that by 1. So remove 14 copper and 6 zinc. There we go. Let's get it melted down. And while that's melting down, I'm gonna craft our structural supports for mining. I can't sit on that any longer. We need them. Otherwise, we're taking too much unnecessary risk with our lives. We're gonna need at least 22 charcoal for that. I don't know how much exactly, but we'll see. I'll put in 24 just to be safe. Maybe I could use the black coal instead. It's got a twice the burn duration. All right, I'll keep an eye on it. I do have more cranberry plants to be planted, but we have to do it while also contending with any potential spawns that are still out here. Like that guy. Oh yeah, who's the hunter now? Okay, massive field of cranberry plants right there. That's nice. And then maybe we'll just do the same thing on the other side of that crop plot. How are the bees looking? And the cattail roots. 28 hours, one more day. Brass torch holder. It requires 2 plates. Oh, that's a lot of plate crafting that I don't want to have to do. Oh, buddy. If I got the windmill set up first, then we'd have a much easier time with that. But that would involve harvesting the flax, and that's a ways out. Let's replace the torches, and let's light these bloomeries now. We're gonna smith our windmill stuff and get closer to actualizing its completion. There we go. I'm gonna put this shit in here, and it'll spoil faster if I take it outside. All right. I'm gonna need a new cooking pot of meat stew. And with this fire clay we have remaining, let's make like an oven for baking pie or something. Oh, that requires 68 fire clay. I don't even have enough. Maybe I could go try to find more black coal. Let's build the mining helpers first. I swear to God if I forget that again. Let's grab some of this. All right. And then I need to debark these, which is that. And then I have to use the saw on those. I could make 5 more. All right, we now have the structural supports that we need for mining. We've got a lot of stuff on the go right now. We're busy bee. I don't necessarily know that I should leave that unattended. That's a lot of black coal to leave on the fire, but let's go mine some of the black coal using the structural supports that we just crafted. My raft is right here. We can be there and be back in no time. I'll try to be as quick as possible about this. Okay, yeah, these structural supports, they make it so easy to do this. World safer. You have the security of knowing that whatever it's sitting on is not going to come down, you know? There's a lot of cracked stone around, though. The structural supports aren't very realistic. Like, you literally just stick a block on the ceiling and it holds it up, right? I'm hoping that in the future you'll have to be more realistic about it. Like, you'll have to attach it from the ceiling to the floor in order to make sure it's got that support. Anyway, as long as I just sit directly underneath it, then I should be safe from any potential cave-ins, right? I'm just sitting underneath it and that one block is holding it all together. It's nice. It affords you much greater safety while you do that mining. Don't break that one. At least not right yet. Okay. I'm gonna want to go home very shortly here. I'm just grabbing a little bit of this coal to pad our supply for the immediate future. All right, put that right there. Harvest all this around it. Yeah, don't sleep on these structural supports, man. It's the only thing in the game that allows you to harvest the ceiling of stone and not get crushed by it. Anyway, we pretty much have 100 coal, so I'm gonna go now. We'll sail back home. I appreciate that, Claire. Thank you, sister. What are you having for breakfast? This morning I had a sandwich that Zuzi made me yesterday night. It was quite good, quite a good sandwich. It had Gouda cheese, salami, ham, mayonnaise, tomato, and lettuce. It was the bomb. I don't normally eat carbs for breakfast, but figured I'd treat myself. Quitting smoking today. Yeah. I wonder if that brass is done yet. What's funny is I don't even have enough ingot molds for all the brass that we're making. Nice, it's not even done yet. Let's lay all of these out. All right. We now have over 100 black coal. let's take a look at things over here. The crops are watered because it's raining. That's good for us. None of the bees are harvestable. I'm happy about the rain. We still have 3 more days before our leather is done. I'm gonna have to start that cranberry juice soon. I might be able to remove the coal from there now. I'd imagine so. Let's grab the tongs. We'll need them in order to pour all of that. I don't have enough molds for all of it. I'll have to do 24, let it cool, and then pour the last 2 units. There it is. Liquid brass. Okay. Apparently one of these, that one, we didn't fill up all the way. Okay, we're good. Now we just have to leave that in there and try to keep it warm until these cool off. I'll sleep a little bit. It'll kind of fast forward the cooling process. Okay. This is still hot. Crazily enough, let's grab a couple of these and pour it in. Nice. That worked out well. Now we have to eat some lunch. Moist. Those are done in an hour and a bit. I don't really remember how hard it is to make plates. I don't know that I want to make 12 or 13 plates right now without having the Hellhammers, but maybe I'll do like a trial run and just see how hard it is. I have 1 hour to try and make 2 plates before the iron is ready to be processed. All right. At what temperature can I actually work this? I don't know. Wait. Workable temperature 460. Okay, fair enough. Oh yeah, plates are pretty annoying. Pretty annoying to make. Even if you use heavy hits, they're still pretty rough to make. I think I might make like one batch so I can have just a couple of torch holders, and then when we have our Hell of Hammer built with the windmill, we'll make more. Sound good? Yeah, we'll wait a little bit. The iron is finished and ready to be worked. So I might actually pivot after this plate is done and just do the iron while it's still hot. All right. I suppose I may as well just go all the way, right? Like, these are hot. Let's fucking, yeah, let's just make that final plate, I guess. Maybe I can learn a better way of making it than the one I did before. Instead of putting down both ingots at once right away, I'm gonna put them down one at a time and try to do like more heavy hits or something. It does seem like doing that saved me a lot of swings. I could even potentially set up more heavy hits to do. Like that. And then I can heavy hit these. Yeah. Honestly, I think that's probably the best way you can make a plate, the way that I just did it right there. It seemed a lot easier than prior times making them. Heavy hit. We gotta heat it up a little more. Okay. At least with this, I'll be able to make 2 brass torch holders, right? Hello, Patriel. Hello, buddy. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I'm quitting cigarettes today. Day 1. And I have a lump in my throat, so I'm really scared. It's probably just a swollen lymph node, but there's always that thought, like, what if it's cancer, right? So I'm quitting cigarettes today. Yeah. There we go. We now have 2 brass torch holders. Nice. The other one I'm gonna put out here over where we do the clay working. Now I no longer need to carry those torches on me. It's no longer required. Those are spoiling. We're gonna let them continue to spoil. Grab those. Okay, it's time for us to process the iron. We're gonna want at least like 4 coal in there. Now, whenever I want to light something, I just grab the torch, light it, and then put it back on the torch holder. It'll never burn out. Not as long as it's in the torch holder. Pretty cool, right? Okay. We're gonna have to heat all these up from like no temperature at all. Let's eat. How are you doing, Petrael? Sorry, in my selfishness, I forgot to ask. Let's grab a backup hammer. We're gonna process all of the ingots first, and then we'll convert the ingots into the I-beams and rods that we need for the windmill. All right. A medium temporal storm is now approaching. The monsters are coming. But my mod should keep me safe, as long as I have a well-lit base. Right on. All right. The process of making this windmill is why I made 3 iron hammers. It seems excessive, but there's gonna be a lot of swings of the hammer happening over the next little while, so. It just rained, so I don't need to worry about watering the plants. We're good to just focus on the mining for as long, well, the smithing for as long as we need to. Okay, heat it up. Take it and replace it. Work this one. Okay. Heat, take, and replace. Okay. Heat it up. Take and replace. We're about to be through our first iron hammer. Thank you, Hunter. It was nice to meet you today, buddy. I hope you sleep well. Maybe we'll see you later, eh? You take care for now. Okay. We're well over halfway done with processing the iron blooms. Okay. All right. All right. All right, let's process the final ingot, and then we can make what we're going to need for our windmill. This game's flow state, it is more than good enough at like just preventing me from craving a cigarette. As long as I stay alive, I can ride this gravy train all the way to Quitsville. Let's eat. We're gonna make the hardest thing first, which is these heavy iron brackets. They're really fucking annoying to craft. I actually like hate it, but we gotta do it, right? So. I have to make 4 of these. They're very complex smithing tasks. All right. It's cooled down already. Pretty rough. Heat it up. Again. All right. God, you have to like reheat these twice just to finish them. It's crazy. I don't like how hard these are to smith. Like it seems like it's one thing that's just a little too grindy, you know? I'm hoping that they'll eventually like sort of tweak these and make it require a few less hammer swings. That temporal storm is starting any second. I might want to check my torches. Because I sure as shit don't get any do-overs if I fuck up and get myself killed. 27 hours left on all those. We should be fine. All right. Anyway, we got 1 bracket done. Jesus. Let's superheat these, I guess. Hey, that kind of works out well, actually. I just did a shitload of heavy hits right away. Yeah, maybe I'll do that more often. It feels weird to be doing this in a temporal storm. But if the mod's working, then the mod's working. We shouldn't have to worry about it. I'm gonna have to reheat this soon. Okay. Now we got to finish this part down here. I think I only had to reheat this one once, right? Because I started from like 900 degrees. Maybe I'll do the 900 degrees thing more often, because that made it so I only had to reheat it once in the whole process. I'm gonna put more coal in there. Just a couple pieces will do. Okay. All right. All right, let's heat it up. Yeah, I'm able to complete these in such a way where I only have to reheat it once. I've at least learned that, right? Like, I've learned the heat management. If you don't want to have to reheat it as often, just reach a higher temperature with the bellows first. These are getting easier to make. Easier to figure out. So that's 3, we need 1 more. And then we have to do 4 rods as well. So let's bring these up to a temperature of like 900 degrees. All right. Well, that's half of it done. I feel like I'm getting faster and faster at making these. Anyway, let's grab it, collect those, put that on there, pump it with the bellows twice. All right, let's get this finished. Okay, the storm is done, and we're making our very last bracket right now. Now all we have to do is make 4 rods. Now, I want to test something here. It took me 6 pumps to get these to 900 degrees. I want to see if I can get them to 900 degrees doing all 6 pumps, one after the other. Yo, it actually works. More or less, it does. Yeah, that's fucking sick. So you don't have to wait. You can just do all the pumps all at once. Anyway, we have to make these iron rods, which are pretty easy to make. You just move these voxels down, and then you move these ones in to take their place. Okay. Okay, heat it up. Couple of pumps. I have to eat some food. Well, the hardest part of our windmill is pretty much done. We made the metal windmill rotor. We definitely need to try and find more resin though. I'm gonna start working really hard on building my windmill parts now, ahead of time, so we have it done. And the structure itself. There we go. Let's cool these off. All right. I'll need 4 of these. Put these like that, and these like this. Okay, we have our metal windmill rotor crafted. It's ready. Store it in here for now. We need large gears. Hammer, chisel, saw, sticks, resin. I actually managed to get low on sticks again. That's crazy. All right, we need to go get more sticks, so I'll take the shears. And I guess we'll just get busy. Let's hang up the hammer for now. And the tongs. That doesn't look right. Hang on. I can probably get rid of those if I destroy enough of them. Or I could just enter creative mode and punch them from here. Yeah, I don't like the idea of the floating bushes, you know what I mean? So let's just get rid of that. All right. I'm gonna need at least 96 sticks, so we gotta get busy. We're already almost there. Let's cut this down. What time zone am I in? Prague time zone in the Czech Republic. So right now, for me, it's just about 1 p.m. Oh, hell yeah, a lot of sticks on this one. All right, I think we're good. Yeah, let's go home and let's craft up all of the stuff that we're gonna need for our windmill. And then we gotta figure out where we're putting it. Hey, the cattails are done. I actually have to go harvest those. All right, we'll craft the gear wheels in a sec. And let's plant these trees. Those are strawberry plants. I'm a cranberry guy only. Exactly 12 hours ahead, yeah. You would have been, yeah, I used to live in Canada, so I had that North American time zone. Then I moved here and, yeah. Ferns are so bothersome, yeah. Always in the way and totally useless. We need a use for ferns. The crops are still watered. That's really great news. We have 5 harvestable skeps. Okay, yeah, let's go grab our scythe and harvest all those cattails. We'll get like 204, an extraordinary amount. I will take, oh wow, I'm almost out of clay too. I'm gonna need more clay. Holy fuck, we got a lot to do right now. You thought it was getting boring? You thought we were running out of things to do? No way. The grind continues, my friends. I feel like this isn't working as intended. Hang on. There we go. Yeah. That's what I want. I'm basically getting 6 cattails per swing. Isn't that nice? It sure as hell beats gathering cattails out in the world. Like, this is pretty much autopilot. Okay, we have a couple cattails that never grew, but that's fine. I'm okay with outliers. Let's go get some clay now. I don't know how far it is to our nearest red clay site, but it looks like it's right over the water there. I'll bring back a few stacks. Maybe I don't have the inventory space. Yeah, I might have to go grab my basket. Gotta make sure my chat's still working on YouTube. It often wigs out. We have another 2 days before our honey is done. All right, deposit these. All right, hang up the scythe. Get rid of the bones. And let's go grab our basket. There's gonna be some rot in it. I can't believe those plants still aren't spoiled yet. That's insane. Those take forever to spoil. We'll leave them in there, I guess. Okay, we have our chest in case the looting is a little too good while we're out. Let's go get that clay. If we're lucky, maybe I'll find more harvestable cranberries. I haven't quite been able to finish my first barrel of wine yet, but we have a whole bunch of cranberry plants at base, so maybe we'll get to harvest those before season's end. I'm hoping. I never found these saplings. I'm taking them. Yeah, we just got 5 more cranberry bushes. Okay. Nice. Everywhere we go, we're getting more and more of these cranberry plants. It's worth it. Let's eat. I already got those plants down there. This is all new territory. I haven't looked for cranberry plants past this point. Those are wild raspberry bushes, which I don't much care for, but I highly doubt I'm gonna find enough raspberries to make 50 liters of wine, so oh, hell yeah. We just got a whole bunch of cranberry bushes. We'll keep gathering them. We need that chest off our back now. We kind of passed where that clay is, but we got a shitload of cranberry bushes because of it, so it's a good thing. Just try to get up here. How the fuck am I getting up here? I can kind of zigzag over this way. God, I'm really glad I have the step up mod. It makes traversing these hills much easier when you don't have to jump every time, right? I feel like step up should be a vanilla feature rather than something you require a mod for. Personal opinion, I stand by it. Yeah, travel is so much better when you don't have to worry about it. I never have tested out these iron spears in the field yet. They have boosted damage. You're goddamn right they do. Oh, shit. One of my spears just went clean over the fucking hill. That was a mistake. Goddamn, two of them were attacking. I want to find my spear before I do, like, anything. Let's heal up. Oh my god, where's my spear? Oh no. I threw it like way the fuck down there. Oh my god, let's skin the animals. Shit. I guess let's just start looking for the fucking spear, eh? It could be anywhere down here. Oh my god. There it is. Okay, I found it. And I think there's a dead goat over there. The last thing I want is for one of these goats to attack me. Oh, I'm an idiot. Go. He's not coming. Maybe I can try to kill them here. Oh, he's coming. Okay, I gotta get to flat ground. Oh my god. Okay. Holy fuck, that was close. Jesus. I got myself into that situation. Let's not do it again. I don't even have any more bandages, but I can make honey sulfur bandages once I get home, so no more stupid risks. I need to be very careful now. Let's go skin that other dead goat over here. That one, I don't even know what it is. If it was a male, I don't want anything to do with it, because a male could fuck me up. But a female, I could kill without worrying about retaliation. It's a female. But I have to catch it. Easier said than done. Look at this fucking thing. Fucking crazy legs over here. Alright, we got it. Good hunting trip, but let's get home alive. Yeah, let's not get killed by goats. 45 minutes left of the stream? Right, I forgot about the 4-hour limit. Thank you, Claire. Thank you very much for reminding me of that. I completely forgot it was even a thing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like try to set reminders for myself that that's a thing now. Where's that other goat? Up here. All right. We got 2 large ibex ram horns. I think I'll keep those and we can trophy mount them back at base. Anyway, I still need to go get that clay. That's a thing. So let's get over there. Okay, this way. We got enough hunting done. No more risks. We tested out our iron spears. They're pretty strong. Let's really take our time going down this hill. Fall damage is entirely preventable. Put the chest down. Okay. I don't have that much more space for clay, but we'll make it work. I can get like 3 stacks, which is more than enough for a while. Four stacks. We should be getting home before it gets too dark. Man, this iron shovel is so much better than the flint one. I mean, go figure, right? But this is a dream. It's so much faster than I'm used to because I spend so much time in the early game with flint shovels, you know? All right, we're gonna finish this final stack and then we'll go. And it might be time for me to improve my storage situation back at base. Just about time. Okay, there we go. I could theoretically get 1 more stack if I hold my my lantern in the offhand. Speaking of lantern, I have to make a real lantern soon. Like out of plates. Maybe I'll make a tin bronze lantern. Okay. Well, there we are. I managed to squeeze 5 stacks of clay into our inventory. Let's go home carefully and slowly. I have to eat. I need this playthrough to be okay in order to quit smoking. So we gotta take care of ourselves. We have a lot more cranberry plants that can be planted near our home. I hope it's raining above our crops. That would save me the trouble of having to do it for a while. But it looks like the rainfall is limited to that rain cloud over there, not really over my base. 1.5 days until our leather is done. Alright. I will definitely need to improve the storage situation soon. Alright. Yeah, storage is overflowing. It's time we upgrade it a little bit. First, I'd like to make some new bandages. I think my bowl has to be empty. Grab the honey. How do I make these again? Cattails on the bottom, which we now have a bunch of. So, cattails on the bottom, honey here, and then we put the sulfur there. Nice. And, yeah, that's it. Let's heal up. Oh yeah, one bandage and we get all that health back. Okay. So, I made a bunch of nails. Yeah, 16 nails, we got 34 maple boards. Let's make a couple of storage chests. I guess I'll just make 4. Move that over here. Place down a storage chest. Yeah, we can swap them out like this. We'll gain 1 more row of storage space for each chest. Move this over here. Place another. Okay. I might be able to lessen the load on that storage too. Let's move this out of the way. Put a chest down right there. I'll deposit the oak boards in there because we use them for base building. All right. We have a better storage situation now, but only just barely. We can manage for a while. Anyway, I have to go harvest the bees. Let's make more planks out of the maple. And I can make one more storage chest. There we go. These torches don't have long. I have to cycle them out now. There we go. I can get a pretty good start on the windmill just with what we have. And I now have 5 of these ceramic pots available for any use, right? So we can just pimp out our cellar. We don't need to store these ceramics on the ground anymore. All right. I can access all of them from here. Yeah. Okay, let's make another pot of meat stew. This cooking pot's almost empty. It will be if I eat this serving. All right, 9 in there, 7 in here, and let's cook it. We're making 2 more cooking pots of meat stew. I will have to go do the bees now. I don't like doing it with high rift activity in the dark though. Maybe I'll sleep. Yeah, let's go to sleep. Sleep the night away and do it in the daylight. Oh. The rift activity is still high, but at least now I can see. And right, I have a lot of cranberries to be planted here, let alone these ones that I slept with. Yeah, that's right, I had sex with a cranberry. Okay, I'll bet a lot of those bees are prepped for harvest, so. I might stop going this way now and go on the other side of the farm and go there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows. 8 rows of 14. That's how many plants we have there right now. You know what? I need some dry grass anyway. I'm gonna clear that land for more plants with my scythe and get some dry grass out of the deal. And I still have... Let's go grab it. Yeah, I'll just take that and put it inside the wine cellar to hold the berries I haven't juiced yet. All right. Oh yeah, scythe. And we'll enable the remove grass setting. Beautiful. "28 more minutes left." Okay, right on. I'm gonna probably schedule that stream now ahead of time so that we're ready to transfer over quicker. I have to leave the stream off for 2 minutes because Kick is retarded. Kick or Twitch, one of them. It's like you can't update the title too soon after the previous stream has ended, but we'll figure it out. Let's harvest all these. All right, I have to make 7 skeps, it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Man, that distraction dummy is putting in some work protecting us from the bees. Anyway, we're gonna have a lot more honey now. The crops need to be watered again. I'll do it. More honeycombs, right on. We're just gonna have a honey barrel here. God, I hate that feature of the juicer, right? Like I just put 18 honey in there and I can't even juice it, you know? It's just weird. Anyway, we always have more honey coming in, so if I grab a little bit more, then I should be able to juice this eventually. It's not like it's gonna spoil, so. Let's water the crops. After we're done watering the crops, I'll schedule the next stream. All right. The onions are almost done. They don't need much longer. Look at this. Okay, this is a good case study for why I water the crops. You see how this plant says 66% growth speed? If I water it... Oh, okay, never mind. Wait, 5 out of 7, 5 out of 7. Yeah, sometimes the plants will literally go up an entire tier in growth speed just because you've kept them watered. Our final stage of flax is probably going to be like that. Instead of growing at 33% of the speed, it's going to grow at 66% of the speed. Just because I was diligent enough with the watering. It increases our likelihood at getting 2 harvests of flax in the first growing seasons. Okay, we're good. All the crops are watered. Let's eat. We have 2 new cooking pots of meat stew ready. A better storage situation for the time being. I think I'm gonna make myself a temporal geared necklace. I haven't made one yet. Hell yeah. Need to be full to the brim, gotta be juiced. Yeah, more water is more speed. Thank you, Claire. Thank you for letting everybody know. Yeah, everybody, if you would be so kind as to like the stream, we're just about to end this one, and I'm gonna be transferring you over to the next episode. I have to, because YouTube doesn't put ads after the 4-hour mark anymore. So if I make a stream that's over 4 hours long, I won't even get paid for anything after 4 hours, right? So gotta keep them short. Gotta keep them 4 hours long. Yeah, give me 1 second to schedule this here. This is episode 5. So this must be episode 6. All right, I'll schedule this for 1:35. All right, guys, everything is ready. So just stick around. I prepared a redirect. For those of you on YouTube, that just means that you're going to be transferred over to the new stream pretty much the moment it begins. So just sit tight. You know, sit tight. I will see you guys in stream very shortly. Okay?